we would like to acknowledge the traditional owners of the land on which we are recording the podcast today, the Yugambeh and Yogara peoples. We pay our respect to their elders, past, present, and emerging. I honor their deep connection to the land, waters, and culture, and recognize their ongoing contribution to this region. May we all learn from their wisdom and work together for a more inclusive and respectful future.
Welcome back to another episode of MultiLink's podcast. I am very honoured to be joined here today by Uncle Barry Watson, who's been doing cultural Aboriginal and Torres Strait Islander training with our core staff. Uncle Barry, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thank you. It's lovely to be here.
Could you tell our lovely support workers out there a little bit of history about yourself and your time with MultiLink?
Yes, I was born in Melbourne, but my grandfather is a full-blood Aborigine. My grandmother is German on my dad's side. And I grew up in Melbourne, but then I went to live up in Thursday Island, up the top of Queensland, and then came down to Logan City when the children started to arrive, because it's halfway to Melbourne, halfway to the Torres Strait. And so I was looking for a job, and the job was going as the manager of the Child and Family Services here at MultiLink. And I applied and I was successful. And I had a lovely multicultural team, people from Vietnam, Egypt, Bosnia, Cook Islands, lots of different countries. And we were supporting the refugees who arrived here to go to TAFE to learn English. We were looking after the children, placing them in childcare centres and supporting the centres with cultural resources.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so much for the work that you did and the work that you do for the community now. So we are at the start of Reconciliation Week, and I'd love for you to share with our listeners, what does Reconciliation Week mean for you?
It's a very important time of history. Reconciliation, the word means coming back together where we were apart for reasons. Our history of Australia, since the European settlement, is Aboriginal people weren't treated very nicely. They were rounded up, put on reserves or missions and forbidden to practice their culture. And their money was managed, their lives were managed, the children were taken away. And I lost a lot of that language and culture. Now today we're in a new era where we want to try to put the past behind us and walk together in unity. So I liken it like driving a car. You know, we look in the rear vision mirror to see where we come from, but we have to look out the windscreen to see where we're going. So the rear vision mirror is only small, and the windscreen is big, so we put more emphasis on where we're going, but don't forget where we come from.
That's wonderful. Thank you so much for sharing. And thank you again for the time that you've spent with the staff. Support workers, Uncle Barry Watson will be joining us at the next support worker meeting at the end of June. So you'll get to hear all about the lovely stories that he's told us. That's very meaningful. Thank you very much for your time today.
Yeah, good. Thank you.
Today I'm back over at the hub at Garfield Road, our day respite centre, and I'm thrilled to be joined by Lujza. Thank you so much for joining me today. Tell us a little bit about yourself.
Yeah, my name is Lujza Stefanovska. I work for MultiLink. She's 16 years.
16 years?
Yeah, 16
Wonderful.
years. But most of these 16 years was in overnight respite. Yes. And when I was free, I working in community helping to aged care people. Yeah. In the moment, I working in day respite, and I am so happy here to be.
Yeah, lovely. What do you love most about your job here?
Here is every day different groups. Sometimes is European like today, and they speak my language, and I help everything about interpretation, and they like me, and they are very good with me and another client. Another day Spanish group, Samoan group, and it's good to know about another nationality and culture, and I'm happy here. Every day is very fast past time for me.
Very busy, very
busy, yeah.
I love that. And where are you from originally?
I come in from Macedonia, Europe,
Wonderful.
and I come in here 2000.
Yes.
Yes, and I like to be with people because in my country I work in school. I was history teacher, and when I come in here, it's difficult with my language,
Yes.
and I find here similarity with HK, but I think I'm again teacher.
Well, in so many ways, you are a teacher.
Yes,
really.
we have excursion. We go in for traveling, and here we play bingo, and we learn many things new, and it's similar for
Oh,
me.
that's wonderful. So tell me, when you landed here in 2000, how did you deal with the heat? Because is Estonia quite cold?
But the summer is very hot in
It's
my
very
country.
hot, okay,
But
so-
there's 4 seasons.
Oh, yes.
Yeah, and summer is even worse there.
Oh, it
in
is, okay,
hotter.
okay.
But I like this climate.
Yeah,
It's
the
very
warmth.
good for me. And
Yeah.
I enjoy in
Oh,
Brisbane.
that's good. It's a shame we're coming into winter, and in Brisbane, I don't think we really see much of a winter, really. It just gets a little bit colder, so it would be nice for it to be an Estonian winter. I imagine
Yeah.
it would be very cold. That's wonderful. So talk us through what a day in the life of a support worker here at Garfield Road looks like. You know, what did you do today?
Today morning, I traveling for transport people. 2 bus was one. I driving another support worker, and we coming in center. And after we prepare everything, and we going for morning thing in near here park. We have morning tea there, and we play domino, and we come back now. We play bingo, and
Right.
after lunch we have in the moment lunch.
Yeah, lovely.
And when finish everything, again I transport people to home one by one, and I come in here, and we thinking tomorrow how will be day, and we prepare for tomorrow everything, decoration or for which game we play. My supervisor Andrea and Mandy always they help me what to do for tomorrow, and they are very friendly, and Madeline as well. They help me every time.
Oh, there
I'm
you
so
go.
happy with them.
There you go, Madeline. You got a lovely shout out, so I hope you're listening. That's wonderful. And you know, you mentioned earlier that today is the European group. What do you think it means to our clients to be able to come here and be around people that are from, you know, their home countries, and you know, speak the same language? What do you think that means to them?
Many of the clients live self home.
Yeah.
Nobody talking with them, and when they come in here, they talking all the week what happened from last Thursday to today, and they are so happy talking with me and everybody, and they like this community here, like community, and they wait for next Thursday again. They are very happy with this what we organize.
Yeah, that's wonderful.
They meet friends.
Yeah, wonderful. It's so nice to have the company, I think. So it's really important. And my favourite question to ask at the end of every interview is, what is your favourite meal?
I like Australian, but always I cook in my home, my country.
Yeah.
And every weekend I do some pastry myself with flour, water and salt.
Lovely.
And name is burek. And I make sometime with meat and onions, sometime with cheese. And you can make with spinach and cheese, different. And my daughter, she likes spinach and cheese.
Lovely.
Every weekend we eat this, and with Greek yogurt, and we like this.
Ooh,
Also, I cook sarma, I cook goulash, I cook many different, and we like tomato and capsicum in my country.
Oh, yeah,
Every everyday
nice.
salad, tomato, capsicum, cucumber. Yeah.
Oh, that's wonderful. Well, thank you so very much for your time today, and thank you for everything you do here. It's really, really appreciated. So thank you so much.
Thank you, and you, because you invite me. I enjoy in this, and my job I like, and I will stay here long as possible.
Excellent.
Because I like this job.
Good to know. Good to know. Thank you so much. Thank you for tuning in to this episode of MultiLink's podcast. We hope you've found some useful insights, inspiration, and practical tips to support you in your vital role. Remember, the work you do in aged care and disability is incredibly important, and you're never alone in this journey. Keep up the amazing work, and don't forget to take care of yourselves too. We'll be back soon with more stories and insights. Until then, stay connected, stay inspired, and thank you again for all that you do.